Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim B'chakadash. The bonds to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who will. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the elect that's doing this work throughout the four corners of the earth, doing it in truth and sincerity. And this is a bit of a prop two. I wanted to get a better angle for the camera, but unfortunately I can't right now. It's not coming out too clear, but it's like 4 something in the morning or something. I was doing some, I was meditating. I was at the doing some work, at the plantation, and I was thinking this guy, because I was meditating about a time where I was at the plantation at another gig in Michigan, and this guy, I was working, shoulder to shoulder with, and he, I was really studying him as far as how his work ethic is. We, he had somewhat of affinity towards me. You know, try to joke around with me, whatnot, and a little. I guess we created some inside jokes. Nothing intentional, but it just came out that way. Through the spirit, and this guy was a very hard worker. Like, and he had, jokes with everybody. He had like their own joke with everybody in the, pretty much in the factory. But he was on top of everything, and he don't look like a guy that would work in corporate America. He was just a lowly dude, just baggy ass shirt, just fucked up teeth. But he'd be telling people work, work, work. When he see people, either trying to pussyfoot around and joke around, not doing their job, like, hey, work, 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 and that's like this truth. I don't have my heart swear, so I'm not gonna make it long. But yeah, we have to work, 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 work. That's a good mentality to have, and not just trying to go above beyond and try to be seen in the eyes of men, but doing it because it's right. Doing it because it's within you to work. I believe Jeremiah said the word, it was in him like a flaming fire, so he had to get it out. It was a flame, and it was burning up in his chest, so he had to get the word out somehow. You see, and that's just like the brothers in this truth, man. Always, in the book of 2 Timothy 2:24, it says, being apt to teach. And this guy was always doing something in the factory, man. Always on the forklift, always on the picker, doing some. You always see him doing work, doing the job, and he didn't let what was happening outside in his life affect his work, affect what's going on inside the job, man. Okay. And me and this guy, the scriptures tell you, hey, instead of a friend, don't make an enemy. Roughly paraphrasing. So, hey, this guy was a decent cat, man. A decent cat. He was a decent guy to be around in the workplace, so to speak. And 1 Corinthians, it tells you always abounding, always doing the work. This guy didn't he had a girlfriend. And you would see him arguing in the or going back and forth with his girlfriend. He'd get back straight to work. Whatever. He didn't let that affect the flow, his workflow. Just like when we in this truth, whatever happened outside of our personal life, we set that aside and do this work. Whether you have ailments, whether you have going through, hell, because brothers catch hell, or you might have an alt with a brother, because we always know all right, that is going to be positive. We have a positive outlook. So, we don't carry around that dark cloud, because that can affect, it can make us be offbeat. So we offbeat, we're missing things in the spirit, and not being in the spirit that can throw us off, man. And, as far as getting better. So it's always good to have a energetic and outlook when doing this work. And of course, you're not going to feel like doing this work, all the time. Like Apostle Paul in Romans, the book of Romans, he tells you the things that I want to do, I should do. That's good. I don't do things that that I don't want to do. I do because the sin that dwelleth in me. And I'm roughly paraphrasing. I am roughly paraphrasing. Salakia. But yeah, I'm not gonna make this long. But yeah, it's like. And it's me, as brother in this truth. When I start reading, like I'm reading, man, it's like I might be tired, you start reading, not really into it. Then you just zone out and you start reading, and you actually start getting into it. Just a psychological way to trick your mind to do the works, because you're not gonna feel all the way up to it all the time, not 24/7. You're not. And if you are, hey, more power to you, but it's all about having a mindset toward this truth. And that's a thing of practice and habit, you see, because there's different things we can learn. I learned that from a person in the world. So there's different things you can learn in the truth about being a better person, being a better brother, having things within yourself, personality traits that you can change, along with the breakdowns and teaching. And it tells you in Hebrews 10, I forget what it says, I forget. But, I think provoking your brother, provoking one another to do the works. And he provoked, provoked me to perform well. He tried to, make sure, hey, you got this. O'Shea, you got that scan gun. You got, hey, you need a better one so you can perform, be more efficient. And just, that's how brothers build each other up. Hey, brother, let's do this video. Let's do this video. That'll make you. That'll total up to 4 videos you did this week. And then one brother might do that with 2 brothers. Now that's 5 videos on one brother that they did for the week, and that's awesome. So that's provoking one another. You don't. It's more harder. It's more difficult when you're by yourself and you in this truth, rather than having support within the brotherhood. That you can do the work to do the works together with. That's always better. It feels better. Okay, because you can relate to someone. You can a lot of times different character traits that most brothers have, being more introverted to themselves. You feel like people don't understand where you're coming from, or they don't totally get you. You as a vibe with them, so you just tend to shut down around people, being secluded. Now with the brotherhood, you can, one brother might be more like you, so y'all get together and do the works of the Heavenly Father, and His Son. That's always beautiful. All right, the Most High wants us to use these different avenues as best as we can, because He's gonna feed us with the Spirit to do these videos throughout the week. He's gonna feed us. If you don't, He's gonna. Hey, you have to sometimes pray to ask for it, to ask for the fire to lighten, to enhance the flame, things of that nature. So it's not always going to be easy, but we understand that there's work to be done. I believe it, whether it's Luke or the book of Matthew, I'm not totally sure, but it says the harvest is ripe, or the harvest is here. There's just needs more laborers. Roughly paraphrasing again. Okay, so Salakia, but we just need more laborers, man, because the work is here to be done. A shit ton of work to be done, man. Okay. Lord willing, I keep it doing, and sincere brothers too, to keep doing it, to keep doing these works, man. I don't want to Razamos, I willing. Okay. That's pretty much all I had. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash, the boss of the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Rule well, peace, blessing, and salutation to the elect. Just pushing his word, keep doing the work, until they shut YouTube down, until we have to go somewhere else, keep doing the work, Shalom.